Corcoran. My whole life I've suffered from anxiety attacks and pretty severe anxiety attacks and depression. I just feel like I lost a lot of my life because I limited my world because of my anxiety. As things happen, life throws things at you that you don't expect. And about 5 years ago, my family and I were involved in the Boston Marathon bombing. And as a result of that, I lost my legs. And my daughter, I almost lost my daughter that day. She was severely injured. So as you can imagine, we were pretty traumatized.
My name is Corcoran. I was in the Boston Marathon bombing when I was 17 years old. I was in high school. You still look back on that day and my palms would start to sweat. I couldn't deal with loud noises. I would just be reduced to tears.
My name is Corcoran. Back in 2013, my family was involved in the Boston Marathon bombings. My mom lost both her legs. My sister was severely injured, nearly passed away that day.
My name is Morin. I'm 20 years old. I'm from outside of Boston, Massachusetts, Drake. I met the Corcorans when I started dating Tyler, who was their son.
The last 5 years we've been trying to find what we call our new normal. And everyone in the family, my husband, my son, my daughter, and myself has gone through different phases, and I've been terrified at certain points because everybody has seemed like they just want to give up, and they've been kind of suicidal.
Over the past 5 years, I've been dealing with a lot of on and off depression, not taking care of myself, not doing the right things, and I've been trying to look for a solution for quite some time. Nothing seems to have been sticking. General talk therapy is not really working that well. Other things we've tried, just nothing stuck, so I've been trying for a little while to find a cure or just something to help.
I had tried other forms of therapy. I had acupuncture, I do massage therapy.
Therapy used to be something that I'd be scared of, and something that I didn't want to experience and didn't want to rehash into things that have happened or things that I had no control over but want to change.
It was a beautiful day and then the bombs went off. Unfortunately, I almost lost my life that day. I had extensive damage to my leg. I almost lost it, and I had horrible PTSD.
From going from thinking about that traumatic experience and it being right there in my mind, and I could just visually see it and hear it, and it just brought back all those memories and just made me depressed again, and it's terrible having to relive that every time you think about it.
So going through my own life, I've definitely felt sadness and hurt and trying to change things from my past, or I would go back and think about the memory and try to change the outcome.
So I first heard about the Inspired Performance TIPP Program from a friend of mine, and I couldn't wait to tell my family about it. You can't make someone do something that they don't want to do. So I had my fingers and everything crossed that they would want to do this, because you have to choose this for yourself.
We came down to Orlando and went through the Inspired Performance TIPP Program, and I think it has significantly improved my quality of life right now. And for me to say that, it must really be working, because I'm a huge skeptic and I never believe in anything.
A day after the program, I went to Universal Studios here in Orlando, Florida, and at the end of the night they had a little fireworks show, which would have been a huge trigger for me. I enjoyed it. It was beautiful. I was able to see the fireworks, and I cried, but not because I was scared, but because it was beautiful, and I hadn't experienced that for years.
I've gone through the program with them, and it made it a lot easier for me to relate and understand what they've gone through.
My mom has experienced pretty big change so far, just in her mannerisms and her mood. She only spent a week in Orlando, and she came back home, and just her entire mood changed. She seemed more calm, more serene, more at peace. I was able to talk with her, and I started to get a little agitated over something we were talking about. And usually we would have this back and forth, and she would get upset with me, I'd get upset with her, and it's just not good for anyone.
It's hard to explain. I feel a calmness that I hadn't felt before. Certain situations that have happened, I might have reacted like up here, and now I just kind of am, I don't know, more even keel, I guess you'd say.
Just our communication with one another is so much better. Our relationship has definitely improved even in the few days that we've gone through this. There's a definite difference.
The Inspired Performance Institute, us all being able to come down as a family, really helped us as well, because seeing Tyler go through it, watching his calm temperament after, seeing an immediate change in his reactions, colors were brighter, made me less nervous about going into and having other people around me doing the same thing. Coming as a family, I think, was way better than us coming down individually.
I am so grateful that they chose to come, and my whole family has now gone through the program, and I see a change. I actually really see a change in everybody, a change for the better, and it gives me so much hope for the future.